cold day. I just got finished with work, and I didn't really get to eat much. Meeting after meeting, call after call, typical day running around without a chicken, without a head. I might be the busiest person you may know, but I was starving. So I ran off to an Italian restaurant, sat down. The waiter brought me some water and a menu. I took a sip of water. It quenched my thirst. But as I'm looking at the menu, I want to order one of everything. I'm starving. But I start with a salad and some mozzarella sticks. Who doesn't love some mozzarella sticks? I mean, after all, a girl's got to eat, right? So I'm eating the mozzarella sticks, the cheese is pulling apart. He asked me what I want for my entree. I said chicken parmesan and a side of pasta. As I get it, I'm cutting it fast, I'm scavenging it in my mouth. I have like an appetite for destruction. And I'm taking the bread to scrape the plate. He comes over, takes my plates and says, would you like some tea, coffee, or dessert? I really wanted another entree, but I said, I'll have some cappuccino and a tiramisu. I get the cappuccino and I burn the roof of my mouth. I hate when I do it because I don't know how to slow down. I eat the tiramisu, I pay the bill. I'm on my way home. Now, I should be full, but I'm still starving, craving some more. It's just not enough. As I'm walking home, I start to think, why isn't this enough? And then I realize, this is how I felt most of my life, hungry. What was I hungry for? The perfect body, the perfect career and success story, the perfect relationship. See, on the outside, my life seemed perfect, but within, I was falling apart. I had 2 loving parents, 2 amazing sisters. I went to Catholic grammar school, played sports. I have a bachelor's in accounting and a master's in education. If that doesn't say hungry for success, I don't know what does. The more degrees and certifications, the better I'd be. I had a great job, 6 figures with benefits, but yet it still was not enough. What was I on the quest for? What was I searching for? What would set my heart and soul on fire? I'm going to take you on a journey of where it all began. I was a little girl in 7th grade, excited to switch schools and make new friends, be part of a winning basketball team. Until one day, last period, the bell rang. I grabbed my books, I put my school bag on, and I go to my desk to get my books to go home. And a note falls out of my book. Excited that one of my friends likes me and puts a note in it. Except tears rolled down my eyes. The note said, "You're a fat piece of lard." And that moment, I was on the quest and the search for the perfect body. Diet to diet, diet pills, steroids. It even went to a point where I got something called Adderall. See, Adderall is a drug for ADHD, attention hyper deficit disorder, something I never had. But because of my hunger for success, I knew it would be a crutch to help me pass the CPA exam. The only part of CPA I might have been by taking Adderall was probably a certified public asshole. But little did I know, Adderall would be 2 for 1 for me. It would make me skinny and successful, so I thought. Hashtag winning, a girl's gotta eat. But on January 12th, 2013, my life started spiraling out of control. One day I was happy, the next day I was sad. One day I was angry, and even the next day mad. It was a typical Saturday afternoon. I took Adderall, went to the gym. It made me unstoppable. I smoked cigarettes, ran 5 miles. I was able to do whatever my mind could achieve on that, especially when it came to working out. Shortly after I got home from the gym that day, I went out with my friends. We went to Stanton Social downtown. I was ordering Tanqueray and Club, and one after the other, but I wasn't drinking water in between. So I didn't eat much on Adderall because it suppressed my appetite. So after I was drinking, we go to libations for a night of dancing and fun. One of my favorite things to do is dance. My nickname was Happy Feet. I started taking shots, and those that know me know that's not a good idea. I must have been lit. So shot after shot, the night began to be a blur. The next thing you know, I woke up to the room spinning, not feeling great, my phone dead, and not knowing where I was. I wasn't in my own bed. I turned to the left, and I see my friend's husband really looking concerned. He said to me, "I thought we were going to have to take you to the hospital. You were really bad and sick last night." I said I was sorry, and I felt filled with shame. But at that moment, I knew something needed to change. That was the last time I might have taken Adderall, but I was still feeling great within my skin, and I was on the quest for the perfect relationship. So 2 or 3 nights a week, I was at the dinner table, but I was filling my plate with a bunch of losers. A girl's got to eat, right? So I was always chasing after emotionally unavailable men, ones that their substances came first, they put me last, and it left me feeling alone and lonely. It wasn't a great feeling, and I was always on the quest and search for something more. But I kept feeling I was still not enough. Until one day, I walked away from a toxic relationship and realized the reason why none of this was working out was because how can someone love me when I didn't even love myself? So if you don't love yourself, no one else could love you. But where does that bring me to today? I broke up with Adderall. I quit my corporate job of 10 plus years. I left the toxic relationships behind. Even though I might be at my heaviest, I'm in a career that I get to create and do whatever sets my heart on fire. I'm going to be 36 in a couple weeks and still single. And the scary part of this all is the little girl that had to have it all figured out, had to check all the boxes, still does not know where she's going to go. But the beauty of it is I'm currently in progress, and I got rid of what we call perfection. I'm able to create whatever I want. So now instead of feeding myself with mozzarella sticks, unavailable men, bad jobs, I now fill myself with being of service to others, providing for others, learning how to self-care and do things for myself, and be part of communities that I enjoy being a part of. One that I even got to create on my own, something called Empower Hour, where I encourage women to live a life they love, in a body that they love, and really just share vulnerably with one another. And during these events, I actually bring guest speakers through the communities that I've been part of so that they could share their transformation stories and create the ripple effect. I was listening to what these women wanted and what they were craving. And after all, those women got to eat too. So, thank you.